People that's supposed to be around you will stay around you. Trust and believe. Number three, as we moving through this, okay, we try to keep these things under 30 minutes. First half we did was 16, so we're gonna wrap this up in the last 14. No communication. And what I mean by that, because again, we got to be very clear when we have in these courses. No positive communication, okay? One-sided communication. And what I mean by that, when most people talk, and you'll hear both sides say, I don't understand what they were saying. See what I'm saying? You speaking the same language, but somehow the words that come out of woman's mouth, we don't understand. And the words that come out of our mouth, they don't understand. So it's not a blame game. It's the fact that we are two different people. And at certain levels, they don't understand that. That's the only difference. At certain levels, we're going to be the same irregardless, and it's mandated at that level. At another level, it's understood. I am a man, you're a woman, I'm a king, you're a queen. That's it. Here's what I mean by that. At a king's level, we can communicate open-mindedly because you can only solve one problem at a time. If I tell you, I don't like the way you're doing A, and you say, well, I don't do A because of the way you do B, then we're not solving A. You didn't diverted the conversation to B. That's the way 90% of the people live. So that's why shit never gets solved. Because women are professional, they way more mature, way smarter than we are intellectually. Fact. The men that out there that don't want to believe that, just look at how many women are in college right now. Fact. Intellectually, you're never going to be the woman. Emotionally, women are more wired for emotion than we are. Fact. So every time you try to get on that emotional platform, every time you try to be a woman, every time you try to put your panties on, you end up frustrated and losing. Because that's not how you built. Just like you're not going to see a woman go out there and change the tire. She's not going to fix it. She's not coming out of her zone. If she does, it's to go get a job, it's to go do something, fight. But she's not physically going to turn into a man. You are expected to emotionally, mentally, somehow turn into a woman. Certain levels allow that, and that's why they spend a lot of time trying to figure shit out. Kings, we don't do that. We don't have time. Again, if you run an effective village, you should be having shit going on where you don't have time for this. So when you communicate, if you say it, this is white, and they say it's blue, one more time, this is white. They say done with that. Because they know that's white. Your time is being wasted. That's what's happening right now. Trust guys, there's not a dumb woman on this planet. If there was, there would not be any recipes. They know how to read a recipe. They know this is fucking white. But every time they come at you and divert the situation, twist that shit around, take a 2-second situation, turn into a 3-day miscommunication, that's your fault. First of all, you're not busy enough. If you got enough time to go back and forth on the color of a fucking situation, you're not busy enough, kings. Therefore, you're not a king. One time. If she don't understand it, a second time. They don't understand it, you don't even get 3 strikes. On simple conversation, because over time they will understand, I can't waste this man's time. I understand what he's talking about. Let's keep it moving. You that don't get that, you're not respected. Again, it don't mean you're not loved. You see what I'm saying? Respect is earned again. And your time, again, your time, when people respect your time, that's when you know they respect you. You see what I'm saying? Number five, putting your personal business in public. Again, for my young guys out there. Business is only business if you care about it. And let me make this make sense. You can't blackmail a king. I'm gonna say that one more time. You can't blackmail a king. You can only blackmail a peasant. Why? Because a peasant cares about what happens on the blackmail. A king could give 2 shits who you tell, what you do, what happens, because he is king. Let me repeat that again, because I'm sure this is going over some of your heads. Some of your heads. Personal business, your business, only matters if you care about who sees it. You see what I'm saying? If you don't give 2 shits about who sees it or what's going on, it's just out there. You see what I'm saying? And the best way I can equate that, like I said, is to blackmail. You see many rich people get blackmailed. they're not kings because they're doing some shit, whether it's illegal. So you don't take this always to a relationship. That's where you losing short-sighted of the course. See what I'm saying? Feminism can happen in any situation. Like I said, it could be your boss. It could be some chick that you just met that's giving you the eye at the restaurant. It could be a whole lot of situations. What I'm telling you is that as a king, there's certain things you cannot allow if you want that title. Feminism looks completely different to us. We do not experience the same. We see it, but we do not experience or live that same life. You see what I'm saying? We don't live it. And it has nothing to do with your finances. Again, very rich people get blackmailed. And the only way you can get blackmailed is if you give a shit about what somebody. I can never get blackmailed. I don't give two shits. You best off just telling me what you found, either accepting it or delete me. But I'm gonna be me. I'm at my age now. I'm not gonna change for your ass. So when it comes to your business in public, if a woman puts your business in public and it gets back to you, see, that's the key. People gonna talk. If you think whatever you do is so fucking woo woo woo, ain't nobody gonna mention it, then you shouldn't be doing it. People gonna talk, and the better you do, if someone's proud of you, they should talk about you. It should be a good thing. So your shit should get out there. The if it gets back to you in a negative way, that's the difference between a king and a peasant, king and a worker. See, if it comes back to you, how you deal with it at that point lets the other person know your level in the game. What do you mean? Okay. There used to be a time when selfies was out and people would take a picture of somebody, say at a mall or something, with somebody else. You don't see it as much now because, again, both the men who are cowards don't do it, and the kings, they're not coming back. That's done. Woman would take a picture, send it to her friend. The friend would just look at the picture, then go up to her man. Who is this? No. There's no respect for you. None. See, because it's the delivery. It's the way you coming at me. If I'm the king and this other person's your friend and you're taking what she says over me, then you need to go stay with her anyway. Go back to number 2 with snooping. If you're snooping, if you're on your person like that, your woman, your job, whatever, then they have the exact right to be on you like that. In other words, if somebody brings you a picture of her, some guy, whoever the fuck, and you're freaking, then you're not a king. If you worried about some other dude, you're not a king. Because if she gonna do what she gonna do, and it's based on your next move, is whether you're a king, not you worrying. So when it comes back to you, if the person brings it to your face, again, kings don't scream, you don't get loud. You agree with everything she say. So that way she ain't gotta wonder. Whatever you think, I did it ×2. So when you get done, see you. Because you're wasting my time. You comparing me to one of your friends, then that's who you need to be with. Kings, I'm telling you, this is a hard job. A lot of people depend on us. Your village depends on you. The enemy is not always outside your village. Sometimes the enemy is right in your fucking castle. So you have to maintain all the way from your queen down to the peasant who pulls water into the castle. You protected them all. You see what I'm saying? And in order to do that, you have to eliminate the amount of nonsense that comes into your head. And feminism, like I said, in a king's world, we just get static. We don't have the day-to-day disruptions. You know, you don't lose your job. We don't have blackmail. We don't have, like I said, a lot of stuff we read about. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these courses are about. So in conclusion, as a king, your values and leadership must speak at all times. Nobody is going to respect you just because you stand up to piss. I'm going to say that again, and nor should they. No one is going to treat you like an elite if you act like a commoner. If somebody can go ask their friend and tell their friend you've done something and their friend can give them advice, you're not a king. You see what I'm saying? Because you should be walking and moving completely different than her friend's man. If you moving the same way he moving, then you are a commoner just like him, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't act like you a king if you paint houses. Don't act like you a king if you cook. Don't act like you a king. You see what I'm saying? Again, ain't nothing wrong with these positions. Just know yours. Just know yours. No one respects a weak king. They respect a painter more than a weak king. You see what I'm saying? No one, your children, your queen, the representatives in your village, no one will respect you if you're weak. If you can't stand on your word, again, like I said, if you're making threats and you never carry through with your threat, if that person is continuing, they on number 7, of the shit you said, you only get 1 strike, they're on number 7. You're not a king. If you're on their head as if they're a king, see, a queen is not, again, a queen is not going to go fight one battle, and she shouldn't. The queen is not finna fix one carriage out there, and she shouldn't. If you're treating her like she's a king, then she knows you're not her king. You can't be her king if you're allowing her to disrespect you. And then that's what she's going back telling her friends. You see what I'm saying? So this is course 2. Again, how kings react to feminism. Understand, in order to be a king, you have to be respected. In order to be respected, you have to give respect. You see what I'm saying? Don't raise your voice past about 6 or 7. It's a difference between passion and screaming. Demand respect. Don't ask for it. The ones that leave you shouldn't have been there in the beginning. They can read about you later. This is Men's International Boot Camp, class number 2. We'll be coming with video number 3 here soon. Thank you guys for watching.